Hello everybody, welcome back to the character guide video. My name is Silvokiji and welcome to the Zone Gaming Go. Now we're going to be doing a character guide on Marco. It has been a long time coming. Is that how you say that phrase? Whatever. So I was like, what character should I do? Because I plan on doing all the characters in the character guide video series, and I asked a couple of people around, and majority of people were talking about Marco. Either sent private messages or my friends will tell me Marco. I was trying to avoid this character as much as possible because I really didn't want to talk about him, but whatever, he's here and I'm going to do him. So this is going to be a decently long video because I'm going to try to speak a lot about Marco. There's a lot of combos that he can do that I can't do. Like I physically can't do them. It's probably because of how I am or like how my fingers work when I'm moving the controller and stuff, but I physically cannot do them. So I'm not going to do them. I will tell you about them, but I will not actually perform them. Now Marco is a 3,000 point character. He's speed, which means he's a pretty rush down heavy character. He is a Logi slash Devil Fruit, so of course he has to be Devil Fruit, and it's kind of a sort of the Logi. We're going to talk about that in the end. And he is a hockey based character, so he's one of those few characters that has Logi and hockey. I think he shares that fact with Jozo, the Admirals, and Smoker. And so it's really good because when you're going against Logi type characters or even Logis with hockey, you pretty much are playing that Logi hockey war back and forth with each other, and it usually depends on who can just like save their Logi or save their ability gauge the most. Now, Marco basic combo is basically going to be 7 hits ending in Mythical Zone, series of kicks. Now, the thing about Mythical Zone, the special move, is that it has a very big travel value, and you can see how we started off at the beginning or the middle of the map and kind of traveled over there. He will travel with you. Now, on some occasions, this Mythical Zone will drop if it's done on a wall, and it's sort of like an orthodox angle and stuff. So you gotta be careful about how you actually use that move. Now, his range attack is basically like a very fast wave dash or wave swipe, I guess. It's almost like completely safe. It's very, very difficult to punish this move simply because he does it and then goes back into position. Now, his range attack in his combo is similar to that, except it's not as fast, does a high knockup upon getting hit, and it also puts him back in his position. Actually, I think it puts him a little bit further, actually. Yeah, puts him farther in the position, which is really helpful for this character, too, because it gives that little, like, okay, he got hit, let me back off. Another thing we should mention is that it does that really good range attack uppercut or a big upward hit. You can bring in other characters and do combo stuff and just bring them right back in, just have fun. Which is really nice. Okay, so his jumping attack, it's just a basic kick, transforms a little bit into the Phoenix, and he does the little kick. It's no real big combo value after that, except for a basic combo probably, but it's like, I guess it's really, I don't really say any reason to do actual combo on it, except just to kind of like kill your opponent with. Now the big thing about this character is especially unique, not especially unique, but his jump unique. That is the big thing. So Marco is generally viewed as one of the most meta characters in the game, in terms of low level and a little bit of high level alike. But his jump unique is probably one of the best catchers in the game. Because when a lot of players like to do switch-ins, like, you know, do stuff like this, bring their characters in, Marco says no. With his jump unique, it basically creates like that one basic kick in the turnaround swipe and the kick in the end, putting the person or in the staggers type state and allowing you to do combo afterwards, or bringing another person like Kakarasaki characters or Garp or Whitebeard or possibly Ace, and just going in for those big damage hits upon hit. Now, because this move is so good while catching, I'm not saying it's the only one that can be used that way, because Whitebeard, Kuma, who else? Toshiro, Sengoku, somewhat Sengoku, Koji, they all have these catching abilities, super jump attacks, but it's like Marco's the really good one, because not only that, you got to remember too, you can switch out into the move as well. So if a person's trying to do something really gutsy or slow, you know that Marco's jump unique is probably one of the fastest that can actually catch it, which is really good. Okay, so for his running attack, you got a basic running kick here. Just a basic kick. Simple kick. There's some combo value after that. No other continuation moves you can do after that. So it's just, like I said, just a basic overall. His guard break is a flight. It's like a charge guard break, kind of like Perona's. It does have a good travel value as well. Like, barely, but it has a travel value on it. Now, in the combo, it does another kick but creates a stagger. This move can be done really well on people who are actually kind of slightly in the air, which after doing so, you can switch another person in and go in for a good killing a move. Gotta restart here. I gotta keep doing that since we're doing the 2-player mode. So, it's very good to do for a combo extender, to bring in characters like Whitebeard or Jozo or like Garp to just get in with that grab and continue to string all over again. Not to mention too is that it does a really good job of catching your opponent off guard, because when they're actually fighting against Marco and he's using all of these moves, you might be able to catch them just because you're Marco and because how fast you can actually move in this game. Now his unique is something I really want to talk about. His unique is basically a flight dash. So he actually flies. And the thing about this move that makes it unique is that he actually goes through your opponent. Upon hit, he'll go through you. Now I believe if the opponent blocks, yeah, you'll just do a push. So if the person doesn't get hit, you're flying through. Another unique thing about this move is that I believe it cannot be done in the air, because I'm thinking about something else. Oh, something I need to mention too is that jump unique is actually a connection move, so you can actually just press it by itself, or you can press it 1, 2, 3. And look at that homing too. Look at that beautiful homing on that move. Just keeps going forward. Okay, so yeah, so his down unique is a little unorthodox. It's a move that no one really thought Marco would actually have. It's actually an uppercut, very slow, in a matter of fact. It can be comboed, of course, with his unique button, as most of his attacks can. Speaking of his unique, let me go through this little list real quick for you. I'm pulling up my One Piece Burning Blood guide. So his unique could be comboed after his range attack combo, his heavy guard break, his jump attack, unique down, special movement. Yeah, basically, yeah. So his unique button can be comboed after any of those. So if your opponent has low HP and you can find a good hit with just Marco solo, you can just do it. Now, we'll talk about Marco solo and Marco teams in a second after we get done with everybody. We'll talk about how good he is when he's solo and how good he is when he's on a team. Okay, so his first special attack we're going to be talking about is... Actually, nope, wait a minute. Heavy guard break. His heavy guard break is a command grab, sort of. He does one big kick at the beginning, then goes up in the air, drops down, does a hit. It's basically similar to his Mythical Zoan, but it's a heavy guard break style. This move can combo really well with some of his unorthodox jumping unique combos, as well as his normal guard breaks. So his first special attack is called Mythical Zoan. So Mythical Zoan is basically a turn continuation. You cannot stop that. It's basically an AoE as well. Once he does hit, he'll do the whole cinematic of it. Technically, it's kind of like a command grab, but not really. His secondary special is special unique Beast Chain. Beast Chain itself is actually a cinematic special. So he basically goes through like a stance where he goes forward and he does this little chain move on you. Now this move can combo really well with his jump unique as well. It also has a very good flight value, reaching almost across the map, if depending how well, you know, on a smaller size map, you can almost reach across. And now the big move for him is his special guard. Special guard is called Beast Chain. No, what is this move called? You know, I'm gonna look it up. I bet it's something stupid. Yeah, First Squad Commander. Okay, so First Squad Commander has two different stances, or two different attacks, really. So the first one is the distance one. I gotta get him over here. Use this overheat. So if you basically, it's a counter. So if you manage to do the counter on a range type move, Marco will run towards the opponent, deal some damage, create a stagger, and it can do a combo afterwards. Now, if done close to an opponent, he will instead do a rotation version of the First Squad Commander, which can actually be Unity. So upon being hit, a Unity can follow. This move is very, very good against zoners. It's one of the main reasons he can counter zoners really well, aside from the fact he can fly. And one of the main things that makes him very, very dangerous against characters that also release traps as well. Because you can... Not traps. I'm sorry. Characters that actually... what am I thinking about? Not zone. Runaway. Characters that also run away, because he can catch them extremely easy. Now, for his R1 abilities, R1 is his Loki Guard. Now, his Loki Guard is different from other people's Loki Guard, as Marco himself, when he gets Loki Guard, he will actually take green health. Ooh, my bad, sorry. When he actually has green health, he can actually use his ability gauge to actually heal green health. So he's the only character that can physically, just on whim, heal his green health with his ability gauge. Now, the thing about Marco is when he actually has this button held, you would think that he takes reduced damage from this. He will take ability damage and he will take damage like that. But basically, you don't want to have this button held while he's at... how can I say this? It kind of like his Loki drains faster than everybody else because it's trying to heal and it's also trying to... and it's also getting dealt ability damage at the same exact time. So Marco, in my opinion, won't be able to last as long as other Loki type characters in a fight. So you have to be really careful how you use it. Also, even if you have low HP, Loki Guardian will not help you, as you'll be taking damage from attacks, and so you can still actually die. So despite him being low, his Loki has an extra effect, but it's weaker than other Logis in the game in terms of like what they're used for, which is guarding. So other thing is Marco has incredible life value, as this character never need to switch out in order to heal his HP or heal his green health, especially when he takes big ultimate damage combos. Like, let's go ahead and get Jinbei out here real quick and use his ultimate. So we can kind of see what happens like once you take an ultimate from a character with Marco, how much that, oh, I forgot it's water based. Oh, I forgot about that. I completely forgot. But it doesn't matter. Okay, so it doesn't work as Marco. I mean, Jinbei very well. But okay, so if some characters will deal ultimate damage that's extremely high, and Marco will just heal up. But I think Mihawk, I didn't really test it on Jinbei, so I wasn't really sure if Jinbei does like a live chip or not. And apparently he does not. But a lot of green health, I mean. Okay, so reverting back. Okay, so special movement time. So special movement is similar to Mythical Zone, as it just leaps him in the air. Now, there's a cool part about this move that a lot of people don't know, is that this move or special movement, while you're in this special movement, you have various commands, or you have two commands technically. You basically have your unique button, which you can actually use to fly, which is basically this, but in the air. This is the flight button he can use to catch up the zoners, and as well as like just get away from people, like giant awakenings, people in their awakening form in general. Now, the other command is that he can actually delay his time he has hit the ground. If he presses the ability button again, he can continue flapping his wings at the cost of using ability gauge to basically delay the amount of time. Now, this is really good because sometimes people try to use an ultimate to catch you up on you landing because you can't really block as easily, or you can't block in the air. And this move does an amazing job of actually delaying it and kind of like tripping your opponents up. Now, of course, you can always press the unique button whenever you get to a certain degree of the ground, or while you're floating down anywhere, you can just interrupt it at unique. But this move itself is a very good mental tool when going up against your opponents and stuff like that. Now, I'm pretty sure we're moving down to his ultimate now. So when Mark goes to his awakening, he does not gain really any benefits from being an awakening except for his ultimate in general. And his ultimate itself is similar to his, what can I say it? Similar to his down unique connection, I guess, or his running attack. Actually, let's see. Okay, yeah, similar to it. It's basically a combination of his running attack and his down unique button. So this is basically Mythical Zone all out, just basic attack, whatever, all that. And it's a very simple cinematic move. Okay, let's get you out of the way, please. Okay, so about Marco being in singles, or Marco being solo. When Marco's left alone, his damage output is really bad. So his damage output is not really the best in the game. He doesn't really have that much depth he can do between like, I almost did a combo. I messed up. Yeah, he doesn't really have that much stuff he can do in terms of damage output. 1, 2, 3... Oh my goodness, I messed up. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, so damage output is not there, but he has a consistent amount of hits he will keep up. So eventually he'll get there. Now, if he's like by himself against 3 people, it's a little bit difficult, but due to also his ability to heal his green health, he has that very good chance of coming back. It's just going to take a long time. Like, you're not going to make a huge comeback with Marco, and you're not going to kill a character Marco by himself. He's meant to rush your opponent down, beat them up, but not actually kill them. Just kind of chip them away until they slowly die. Now, I remember watching a match between Vachito and Dofi in one of the 0-0 series matches, and he managed to actually 1v3 Dofi's team with Marco. It just took a long time to actually do it. I cannot get that combo off for the life of me. I'm just not doing it right. But something else I want to talk about too is that his beautiful Unity chain is this. Since you already seen me do like multiple times, and I actually finally KO'd the opponent. So in terms of teamwork, Marco does an amazing job with his normal guard break. His normal guard break is really good to use in a team comp because it basically gives your team a very good switching possibility, especially bringing in, like I said, Garp and Whitebeard, stuff like that. So it's very good. Now, it's a lot better to do when a person is kind of in the air, but you have other options. Like I already showed you what his range attack can do. His range attack is also very good to do in certain categories. Let's go ahead and try to get up, please. Do. the beauty of like just using that like move right there, like a simple range attack from Marco can just deal so much damage to your opponent if you have a good team ready to back him up, and that just makes it. That's literally where Marco kind of like actually trumps. And I'm going to say that Marco is better used in a team setting than a solo setting. Like if he's the last one alive, he can still do it. It's just slow. But as a team, that's where he actually does well. Not just because of his range attack, but because he has that really good jump unique. He has this really good zoning or anti-zoning tools that. First squad commander does really well against people like Doflamingo. His flight does really well catching people. In terms of like using his awakening, yeah, go for it. If you need to go to your awakening with Marco, go for it because it's not that hard of an awakening to actually hit. Let me see something real quick. I'm just gonna kill you real quick. See if I can remember how to do this. Let me think real quick. Not that. What was it? Whatever. I'm just gonna do this one. How's it going? I'm gonna do these. Then do these. That was really bad. That's gonna miss. That's really gonna miss. Okay. Well, other than that, guys, that's probably it. That's all I gotta do to talk about Marco. That's all I gotta say about this character. Just remember, this coming August the 1st. I think it's next weekend actually, if I remember correctly. If I'm thinking about this good, there's gonna be a 12-man tournament. A lot of people are going to be there on Saturday or this Saturday. Myself and some of my friends are going to do a discussion based on the characters, or not characters, yeah, the characters and the players who are going to be in there and kind of talk about what we expect and what teams we think they're going to use, or what characters we think they're going to use. So other than that, thanks for watching the character guide from Marco. Until next time, have a nice day.